Welcome back to our channel, the channel for the latest news and stories about Princess of Wales, Princess Catherine, and her royal family. Today, we bring you breaking news. The Princess of Wales shines in at 41 as she dazzles in her most confident style. Consider a joyful Princess Catherine clutching the hand of her husband, Prince William, in some kind of textiles Issa maxi dress that suited the colour of her 12-carat oval sapphire piece of jewellery in November 2011. Along from all the emotional diamond jewellery formerly donned by Diana, Princess of Wales, her exuberant shoot is probably the one consistency inside the royal media's appearance currently. Catherine, 29, has transformed her costume from the one of an arts history postgraduate with Sloane Ranger design proclivities featuring Longchamp bags and Penelope Silvers footwear. It's also been fascinating to see her evolve, much the same way as her own mother-in-law's aesthetic career in the limelight. The newly minted Princess Catherine, who married William throughout the spring of 2011, launched herself towards her fresh start with zest, packed with such a selection of re-skirts and dresses, as well as the LK Bennett sledge pumps that would be used to establish her initial trademark. Despite her missing throughout the fashion choices, she composed with a dazzling grin and reliably shiny hairstyle, resulting in an inspired surge of Chelsea knock appointments from across the UK. Catherine realised sometime along the road that naked pattern rising couture did not represent the only method for approaching international engagements and horseback riding, and she modified her strategy. The princess developed intimate ties to British design professionals somewhere at the nation's biggest addition to containing brand names, including Sarah Burton and Alexander McQueen, who designed her Grace Kelly-inspired wedding gown, Jenny Packham, who dressed Catherine in glittering embellishments for her initial red carpet looks, and Just said Osiris at Catherine Walker, a Diana favourite and forerunner of something like the dress coats and Princess having grown to love. Catherine sharpened her engagements from her respected close sanctum throughout time into becoming less based on what she believed was expected from her as a senior royal, and more focused on her personal liking for womanly objects, which spoke out. Flawless. Folded gowns appeared respectable and not stiff in Burton's hands, while Cyrus's instinct for polite international journey outfits meant she consistently scored the requirement despite appearing to try hard. With a fresh level of confidence, she welcomed London's emerging talents into her armoury through Amelia Wickstead, as well as her flawlessly fitted sweet outwear to Erdem Maralulu's spectacular blooms to tell tales. Roxanda Ilinichich, however, presented Catherine to a fresh viewpoint about what royalty style may seem alike, urging Catherine to venture well outside of the cage in some very famous yellow Wimbledon ensemble, of the kind that William subsequently called it the banana dress. With 2016, the trademark LK Bennett's had been replaced by Jimmy Choo's as well as Jean Vito Rossi's. Yeah, there must have been spikes. Nevertheless, they were casted tassel loafers. Her favourite Aspinall of London as well as Mulberry handbags were replaced by Chanel basics and rectangular Manu Atelier pieces, demonstrating Catherine's fashion sense. Her typical Jane Taylor millinery has been put to the side, whereas the princess established herself as one of the Alice headpiece ambassadors. Catherine learned over time how novelty wasn't constantly the solution. The fashion industry has recognized the need of sustainability, and Catherine, her approachable fashion, has almost always suited itself to elevated staples like M&S, has utilized her position to campaign for change. The press ended yelling about Catherine re-wearing a style and began to pay attention to her subliminal hint that clothing is intended to stay. She accomplished this all while not abandoning its other statements sewed through into the folds of her official outfit. Catherine exuded straight touch of elegance before delivering the blow culture. The type humans all clandestinely desire to see on a beautiful queen, whenever the country desperately needs the most. The rhinestone, cowed Jenny Packham gown she donned to the No Time to Die debut stood out as a gleaming light in an era while all awesomeness was still in short supply. One among her finale outfits as a 39-year-old demonstrates how much further Catherine had already gone after she was dubbed K-Midi by that of the media as well as the Catherine influence, in which the companies she dressed in achieved sudden popularity. Catherine appeared liquid in a beautiful basket weave Miu Miu cardigan after getting ready for a Westminster Abbey Christmas service, with all those iconic flowing locks seemingly spotless as always. During her 40th birthday, the Princess of Wales commissioned 3 handmade evening gowns from her favourite artist. Each magnificent delicacy particularly draw inspiration from Burton's most current designs as well as utilised old untruths, demonstrated the partner's progress while breaking new territory. The crimson one-shoulder gown with just an extravagant object that's considered sleeves and ingenious compartments stitched through this enormous skirt is indeed a new shape for Catherine, whose radiant grin shot the Paolo Reversi demonstrates how beautiful she enjoyed channeling haute melodrama on her 40th birthday. The beribboned gown was reminiscent of Grace Kelly's Hollywood photographs, the Monegasque queen for whom the wedding dress influenced Catherine's. Although the princess's dressy clothes are normally understated and beautiful, the statement on this one was completely obvious. If you can't imagine wearing a colossal bridal gown on your birthday, how can you? People who take up physical and metaphorical room by surprise us with the 3 fresh appearances show that Catherine could be a comfortable presence. But she isn't going to be a typecast into traditional royal turf, setting out her very own bold routine suits. The princess undoubtedly admires Burton's artistic take on transcendence, as well as the storyline underpinning her art. Thank you for taking the time to view the video today. What do you think about the style of Princess Catherine at 41? Please let us know your points of view. It's really valuable to us. And goodbye for the time being.